Kuzampala. Namaste, good morning to all respected online viewers. Long live our majesties, long live our leaders, and long live our friendship. Welcome to this online Ayurveda and Yoga workshop, Embassy of India, Thimpu, ICCR's Nehru Wangchuk Cultural Center. Yoga teacher, I'm KVSSN Murthy here. My true prayers to the Almighty to see all the best things to their majesties and the whole Bhutan. So coming to the actually recitation, this recitation actually from a very important sacred text called Bhagavad Gita. It is saying the importance of the balance in everywhere, in the food, in the faring, or as well as in the lifestyle changes, lifestyle management. So it is saying that Yuktahara viharasya, yukta chestasya karmasu, yukta swapnava bodhasya, yogo bhavati dukkhaha. Whoever wants this extreme happiness or bliss or yoga practices or spiritual upliftment, so whatever you want, good changes, positive changes in your practices or in your life, one has to be maintain that balance in the food, balance in the sleep, balance in the affair making, balance in everything. Without balance, we cannot do anything. So, this sloka also applicable in management of the lifestyle managements and lifestyle diseases also. As anyhow, we are in this week we are seeing the obesity management. So in that concern also we can understand this how important these food levels are balanced in the food. Okay, now coming to the actually protocols for the COVID situations. Please, even though if you are taking vaccination, please try to follow the safe physical distancing. Always carry your masks and ear caps when you are in the crowd. Please wear them properly. When you are coming back to the home, please wash them properly. And do not touch any surfaces, as well as do not count currency papers or general papers by touching your tongue. And please remember, always try to carry hand sanitizers. So as many times as possible, try to clean your hands when you are especially in the crowds. And please remember respiratory hygiene by using this Anutaila and Shadbindu Taila, two kind of oils, very important oils inside the nostrils. Please apply in the morning once and in the evening once. So it will give some relaxation in mucus level errors. And coming to next exercise called what we call steam inhalation. So you can use eucalyptus oil or ajwain seed oil or any local medicated oils you can use for this steam inhalation. Or if you don't get any oils, you can choose plain water also, plain hot water also. And coming to next one is clove therapy and honey. That's also very important application to get rid of many phlegm irritation that will be deposits around the throat level. So basically it will good to a preventive method for the dry coughs as well as many of the phlegm related issues. And next one is what we call local honey and local shilajit and local cordyceps. These are also very important in management of many diseases and disorders, but the way how we are doing very important. And plus please remember vitamin A and vitamin vitamin A, vitamin C and vitamin zinc based diets, D vitamin and zinc based diets also very important in managing of the health issues, especially to fight against the many kind of viral issues and fungal issues and bacterial issues. So it is actually this vitamin A and D and zinc based diets abundantly available in local fresh green vegetables and leafy vegetables and fruits and milk items, milk products, mushrooms, so called things. But when you have allergy towards the mushrooms or allergy towards the lactic things, please have a check, please have a look on that. And in our home, every home we have kitchen ingredients, Ayurvedic ingredients called turmeric, ajwain seeds, and ginger, garlic, ilachi, cumin, cinnamon, coriander, pepper, and as well as til or somewhat sesame. So these are very simple and effective home remedies. Also, please remember hing and asafoetida also very important to level the inside unwanted wind. What we call vata dosha. It is very good to control the vata dosha. At your convenient times in your foods, you can apply these kind of practices also. And coming to actually today's our session is on obesity management. So based on our desired strength, based on our quality of the thoughts, we have many other different ingredients in the obesity. And whatever the causes for the obesity, that because of hormonal imbalances, that because of pre-pregnancy and post-pregnancy issues, that because of overloaded stress, that because of overfood, that because of indiscipline. So whatever it will be, if once you will decide that, you will decide that if you want lose the weight, in that case only we have many preparation that will work. But here in this obesity management, strong determination is very essential. But as long as you are so active and so healthy, even though obesity, even though overweight, it will not do anything, like it will not do any negative things. But if once you will think that your obesity or your overweight will be a matter to you, will be a negative matter to you, will be a somewhat hurdle to you, in that case only, very simple applications, take horse gram seeds, like 50 grams seeds, 50 grams powder. So it is abundantly available in outside shops, grocery shops, and local vegetable markets also. Horse gram, and take a powder, take powder from the horse gram, 50 grams powder, and add into the 300 ml of buttermilk. So every day, morning once, afternoon once. Don't take this preparation in the evening. Morning once, afternoon once. Before your eating habits, take this solution. Like you can mix the buttermilk with the horse gram powder, and you can use a very slight pinch of salt. Then take this one. It will somewhat cover, or it will calm down. It will cool down the hunger levels, or it will control the craving habits also. Very simple preparation. Next one is amlaki or Indian gooseberry, the fruit dry powder, and turmeric. Dry powder of the gooseberry and turmeric, and you can add very slight honey also in that. So just before your meals time, morning and afternoon, you can have this one. So this is also can control the craving as well as control the over hunger. And next one is very simple preparation called Indian Delium tree, as well as like it's a false pepper tree. These are two trees. So take that extractions from the two trees with the bark or with the fruit. Take that extractions, two powders. So try to mix them properly. You can add honey also. Then early in the morning and afternoon, you can have this solution with hot water. So 100 ml hot water enough for a 10 grams powder. So this is also very important remedy in managing diabetes, in managing obesity, as well as like it is also a very good application fighting against the many allergies and as well as many infections also. Very simple and effective remedies. And next one is today's our important remedy is Trikatu and Tripala. So you can choose Trikatu in the morning, you can choose Tripala in the evening before your eating habits. This is also very simple preparation to create actually balance inside the body in between Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Because in many cases, obesity also because of over phlegm imbalances or over mucus imbalances. Today's all the products it has direct influence on the mucus level errors. So once you will be free from the these imbalances, like because of these three doshas, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, obviously your body will going to clean. So it will heal itself. Then slowly you will get back to the normal weight. But the way how we are using very important. Now, how much time you are using? It's a 1 month preparation or 2 months preparation. It's also very important. But also remember, overeating one of the main causes, and repeated eating also main causes for the obesity, as well as strong foods like red meat or strong foods like some of the bakery items. Please remember, in this regard, I can also mention that we have many foods in the market. Some people called as a junk foods also. In fact, junk foods or any kind of foods can be a junk if it will be go in a appropriate times. Like if your breakfast time is 8 o'clock, if your lunch time is 1 o'clock, in between that, whatever foods you will add, that will be a junk food. Please remember, between your main meal to main meal, do not add new food to the abdomen. It will collapse your system. It will create further problems also. And also please remember, when you are stressed and depression or agony or fears, do not go for overeating, as well as don't go for fastings also. Even some kind of fastings in an appropriate way also cause towards the obesity and towards the overweight because of hormonal imbalances and hormonal changes. Please take advice from your yoga teacher. Please take advice from your physician, as well as please take advice from your the concerned people who are having good knowledge regarding practices, regarding these food applications, and regarding this health managements. So when we are meeting here at the same time, same place on Tuesday, so we will see still more good applications in Ayurveda as well as in the yoga also. So let's join to the yoga class now. as anyhow in the yoga class, sun salutation must be our regular practices. So it has lots of variations, but because of our online participants, we are not creating any variations. So it has 12 posters. So it is itself a great workout. So it has forward bend, back bend, like completely keeping the body towards the floor, like back bending exercises also. But please remember, advanced way of doing is a different, advanced postures are different. So you can choose any of them, so you can do it continuously. So like if you will not do any practices in a continue way, in a continuity, that will not really give good results to you. Right, coming to the sun salutations, take a long, slow, deep inhalation and exhalation. Then after that, Hasta Uttanasana, above to the head called Kailasha Mudra. Then slowly bring them towards your chest called Anahata Pranamasana. And here we have mantra chanting, sloka and bijakshara. According to your traditional belief system, you can follow these exercises or you can follow physical exercises. Om Hiranmayena Patrena Satyasyapi Hitam Mukham Tattvam Pushan Apavrunu Satya Dharmaya Drustaye. Om Hram Hrim Hrum Hraim Hraum Raha Mitra Ravi Surya Bhanu Kagapushna Hiranya Garbha Maricha Aditya Savitra Arka Bhaskaraya Namaha. Stretch the arms forward, lift the arms up once, completely pull yourself up from there, slightly put a back bend at the Chandrasana or at the Chakrasana, then again slowly keep the body straight. Then Pada Hastasana, standing forward bending. When you have any health issues regarding this forward bends, avoid the forward bends. Completely come to the forward bend called Pada Hastasana. And right leg back stretch called Asva Sanchalanasana, horse riding posture. And back leg straight on the toes and back leg knee up and join your forward leg to back leg called Santulana or Danda or plank posture. Then right, push the body towards the floor called Ashtanga Namaskarasana. Your two palms and two knees and toes and your chin and chest should be on the floor. Then push your body like a sea wave, lift the body up and few seconds attach a posture called Bhujangasana or lifted head cobra posture. Throughout the practice, lift the body up, lift the head back. And back leg straight on the toes and lift the knee up called Parvatasana, mountain triangle posture. Then here forward leg is your right leg, Asva Sanchalanasana when you have knee issues or hip girdle issues or ankle issues. So choose proper way of doing this kind of postures. And back leg straight on the toes and back leg knee up. Join your back leg to forward leg called Pada Hastasana. And lift your both the arms up. Hasta Uttanasana or Sarir Uttanasana or Uttanasana once completely pull yourself up. And slightly put a back bend called Ardha Chandrasana or Ardha Chakrasana. And keep your body straight. Pranamasana above to the head. Then very slowly keep your Pranamasana down at your chest level called Anahata Pranamasana. And lift your arms up with inhalation. And very slowly with exhalation, wide the arms. Then slowly keep them down and rest, relaxations enough. Alright. Lock your hands back in few seconds. Take care of your body lineup. And long, slow, deep inhalations and exhalations. Alright, so today's our exercise will be on some of the balancing postures. Basically, Friday exercise related to leg stretchings. So take care while doing your practices. Today, first posture is one of the variations from the Natarajasana called Vayu Padasana. Right, keep your right leg forward and left leg back. Alright, check your dress and check your breath, check your convenience. So during the posture, also when you have any inconvenience, you can immediately withdraw the practices. So do not go for overstrain the body. So right, lift your forward leg up and catch your thigh with your two hands. Press it towards the abdomen. Then after that, lift your leg further up and few seconds put this leg stretch in the air called aerial yoga stretch and few seconds stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Then very slowly keep your leg bending. Then very slowly move them down. And few seconds check your post yoga stretches. Few seconds relax in any convenient exercise. Then few seconds wait for your healthy breath. Then same exercise we are doing on the alternate side. Keep your left leg forward and right leg back and check your convenience. Alright, take a long pause, inhalation and exhalation. Then here also you can keep your both the hands locked at the forward leg knee, on the forward leg knee after lifting it up. Then after that choose proper way of holding the leg for proper way of doing. Then lift your leg up at any convenient degree angle height. Few seconds lift and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then very slowly fold your leg and relaxations. Enough, come back. Then few seconds resting and relaxation. Long deep inhalation, exhalation. And our next exercise related to deep leg stretching and deep pelvic and hip stretching also. Take care while doing this simple exercise. Okay, now wide your both the legs to the maximum distance or medium distance or any convenient distance. So here turn your right leg foot to the right side. Interlock your fingers behind the body. So this exercise what we call Sirsha Angusta Asana or Sirsha Padangusta Asana or Sirsha Bhusparsa Padangusta Asana. So we have many names for the same posture. So now here head to we can call it as one of the variations in the triangular posture also. Now here lift your both the arms back and here towards your right side slightly put a bend on your right knee. Then turn your body towards your right side and try to push your body and put your head closer to the toe or on the floor and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then very slowly keep your hands down, lift your head and very slowly push your body back. Alright, relaxations enough. Very slowly come back. So it also comes under deep squat postures. But the way how we are doing also very important. Okay, few seconds resting. Long, slow and deep inhalations and exhalations. So now we are doing opposite side. Again check your body line up, check your breath line up and long, slow, deep inhalation, exhalation. So from Samasthiti, now slowly move your legs out. Give any convenient distance or if you can and if you want more distance you can put them also. Turn your left leg to the left side, left foot to the left side and further adjust your body line up. Hands lock back. Turn the body towards your left side. Then again check your patience and check your convenience. Now bend your left leg. Then towards your left side slightly push your body, lift your arms up. Then here throughout the practice try to put your head closer to the toes or on the floor and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now lift your chin and head. Then very slowly come back. Resting. Then very slowly relaxations. Enough. Then slowly keep move your legs and slowly relax your system. Long, slow and deep inhalations and exhalations. Right, our next posture will be Parivritta Janu Sirasana. It's also kind of very good leg stretching as well as for the hips and for the abdomen also good exercise. First few seconds rest your knees in knee turnings or butterfly. Because after every exercise of leg stretching, it is always recommended to do butterfly exercise or knee turns to give extra relaxation on the knees and the hips. Alright, and now stretch your both the legs forward and long, slow, deep inhalation, exhalation. Alright, this time open your right leg to the far right side. Almost try to create 180-degree angle. Then fold your left leg inside. Then again check your lineup of your two legs and hands. Then open your right arm towards your right toe and check the convenience. Then once if you will be alright, lift your alternate arm up and towards your open leg side, give a bend and stay now. Throughout the practice, Try to maintain exact side bend if possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then very slowly release and move the arm up. Then very slowly rest your arms and relax from the strain. Then very slowly fold your two legs. Then after that, the same post extensions called butterfly movement or knee turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then here after that fold your both the legs and push your heels inside. Now just choose proper way of doing butterfly movements. So for the same exercise you can use arms also to stretch the thighs more, to give more exercise at the pelvic region. And then slowly come back. Relaxation. One long inhalation and exhalation. Then here we have alternate side posture. Same Parivritta Janu Sirasana. Open left leg to the left side and fold your right leg inside. So soon after this pre-position, check your thigh convenience and hip convenience. So if you will get any kind of cramps around your thigh or pelvic, immediately withdraw the exercise and choose another way of relaxation. Again resume the class. Then open left hand to the left side. Open left hand to the left side. Catch your toe or catch your knee or catch your ankle or any convenient part of the leg. Then lift your alternate arm up and right. Now towards your open leg side, completely give a bend and try to turn your head up and exactly maintain this side bend. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then very slowly come back. Lift your right arm up and very slowly push your body and relax from the strain. And soon after that, slowly release your two legs from the stretching mode and fold your two legs towards your right side, towards your left side. Just go for your knee turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and right. 6. Come back. Relaxation. Enough. So with this posture, we are at the end of the physical yoga session. Now coming to pranayama exercises now. And right, choose any convenient, comfortable posture. Half lotus or full lotus or any convenient posture on any convenient surface. So today also I would like to choose my lotus posture. Alright, take a long, slow inhalation. Soon after your postures, it's also advised to give a small gap before your pranayama. Also, it is advised to take small amounts of water. It is also useful for mantra chanting and sloka chanting. And coming to practices, pranayama practices. So before that, I would like to start mantra chanting and sloka chanting. If you have traditional belief, you can choose this activity or you can choose only physical exercise. Okay, take a long, deep inhalation, exhalation. Om Kesavaya Swaha. Om Madhavaya Swaha. Om Narayanaya Swaha. Om Adya Samadhi Tatpala Siddhyadham Asana Purvakan Pranayamadin Karishye. Om Santa Santa Santi. Then keep your arms down. In other words, it is saying that yoga practices not only for the physical health or material wealth, it has a different goal called towards the spiritual upliftment. So one has to be cared about the physical body through yoga postures and mental relaxation through meditations and pranayam, as well as further beyond that states we have meditations, different kind of meditations also. So one should be cared about these three levels: only physical health, mental health, also social health. Then only spiritual upliftment will be like it's a state of what we call, it's a mature state from this below three states. Alright, coming to the practices, pranayama practices. Kapalabhati is a Kriya Abhyas cleaning technique, frontal brain cleaning technique. So basically phlegm level disorders will be nullified through this simple Kapalabhati exercise. But how many strokes we are doing, in what pace we are doing, and how much stroke we are creating, all these are matter. But because of our online participants purpose, we are not creating any tough practices. So Kapalabhati is now we are doing very easily in a medium pace. So it is saying that Bastrava Lohakarasya Rechapurau Sasambhramau Kapadosha Visoshini, saying that Bastrava Lohakarasya Rechapurau Sasambhramau Kapala Bhatir Vikhyata Kapadosha Visoshini. And second exercise called Bhramari Pranayam. This Bhramari Pranayam also, please remember, during these two exercises or any pranayam exercise, first of all, be very clear that when you are suitable or not. So if you have any issues in the ears or any issues throwing sensations or any issues in the head or any other health elements related to blood pressure or heart elements or any other disorders, please take care of yourself. Take advice from your yoga teacher and physician. And Bhramari Pranayam saying that Vagad Ghosha Purakam Brunganadam Brunginadam Rachanam Mandamandam Yogindranam Evam Abhyasa Yoga Chitte Jataka Chidananda Leela. It's spiritual upliftment because of many other internal experiences will be happened through this Bhramari Pranayam. Basically, Bhramari Pranayam saying is a very good pranayam. Like just before your meditations also, you can choose this simple kind of pranayam, because the energy, the subtle vibrations will trigger the internal vibrations. Also, it is good to have what we call some kind of awakening, in internal energies awakening. But this application has two other sub applications. One is Brunganadam and one is Brunginadam, female B and male B sound. Male B sound somewhat difficult, but still I will demonstrate that also maybe in coming days. But now we are doing female B sound only. That is very easy while in the exhalations. So keep your position straight. And let's coming to Kapalabhati practice. So 30 strokes in 3 spells. Each spell contains 10 strokes. According to your timing, you can repeat these practices. You can extend the time also, but it's according to your time. But because of our online participants purpose, the timing, we are creating only 30 strokes. Okay, now here, keep your position straight. Now starting our Kapalabhati. Sharp exhalations, slow inhalations. Now starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Long, slow, deep inhalations and exhalations. And second spell starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again long, slow, deep inhalation and exhalation. And third, last spell starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again deep, long inhalation and exhalation. Again, after Kapalabhati Kriya Abhyas, it's also recommended to give a small break before starting your pranayam sadhan practices. So coming to practices of Bhramari, kind of sound making while exhalation, very simple and very easiest exercise. Okay, now here close your ears with the 2 palms or any of the fingers from 2 hands. Alright, and now this time inhale and start chanting Makar sound while exhalation. Again long deep inhalation. Third inhalation. Fourth inhalation. last count inhalations. Then very slowly leave the arms. Take a long, slow inhalation, exhalation. Because of this simple exercise, Brahmari exercise, so one can easily catch any kind of cramps around the neck or some tightness around the neck and shoulders. So immediately after that, it is not advised to any neck exercise, but still, if you want to do any neck exercise, you can do head half cycle movements and as well as shoulder movements also. And soon after your practices, if you know well about the dharana practices or if you know well about the concentration practices through the Trataka Abhyasas, you can choose any good practices. And after that, give some more time to relaxation for the body and the mind through Yoga Nidra Abhyas or what we call power nap. Once you will totally finish your yoga schedule, yoga workout, so take 50 minutes time to take bath and further 5 minutes time to take breakfast. In the afternoon, try to see all the possibilities how to take a power nap or how to do a yoga nidra, which is also very important in implementation of in improving of the productivity as well as in what we call in giving more focus towards the mind towards your remaining works. And in the evening, once you will finish your office works and house works and your sports and games works and before your dinner time if you have time, so try to create at least 15 minutes time to half an hour time, 30 minutes time to do exercises, yoga practices like including back bending exercises as well as including inverted postures and breathing exercises also. Right, when we are meeting here at the same place, same time in next week, we will see still more good applications in Ayurveda and in yoga also. And from tomorrow, vaccination will be beginning here. So I'm requesting you all, do not avoid, don't get fear to take vaccination as well as don't avoid your jab. It will not only protect you, it will also protect the whole nation. So happy vaccination time to you all, and thanking you all to giving me this opportunity, and stay away from the bad habits and do yoga also. Thanking you.